It's Sunday. I'm in my garden. I hope you can hear me. I have ordered a mic because I think that's sort of helpful. I've seen other vloggers have them and use them, and I think it just helps, especially when you're outside or far away from the phone. So I'm hoping that helps. I have got an old mic which I'll probably try and use until my other one comes. But yeah, I'm hoping you can hear me all right. I'm in my garden. It's Sunday. I would say it's lovely and sunny, but it's very hit and miss. As you can see, it's a little bit windy. I've put my clothes out and I'm about to paint up some outdoor chairs because I ordered a new little patio set. Well, I thought I was really clever, and I searched and searched and searched for a patio set, and I found one for £50, and I thought, oh, that's brilliant, really good quality. Anyway, it arrived and it was literally £50 just for the actual table, not for the whole set, which I was so annoyed about because they'd actually advertised it in the picture with the chairs, which I thought was quite a little bit naughty of them, because obviously I didn't really think to check the description, because in the picture it was the table and 2 chairs, so I just assumed that it was the patio set. But to send it back, you have to pay for your own postage to send it back, and they've made it so difficult. So I just thought I'd keep it because I do love the colour, but instead of then having to buy new patio chairs on top of that, because they're not cheap, I had an idea, and I thought I would paint the chairs that I already have, because there's nothing wrong with them structurally, they're fine, but it's just that they're faded because I've had them for so long. I've had them since our old house, so I bet it's probably about 10 years we've had them, and they've just really faded, and yeah, they just need probably just brightening up. But because they're like plastic, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to paint them, so I brought some Frenchic. Let me show you. I brought this. I've used this before on my PVC door that's around the back of the house, and it's really good, and it sort of works with anything. And this is Fresco, so this does really well outside, and it's for plastic and things. So I've chosen a colour as close as I could get it to the table, and I'm going to paint them up. I'm going to give them a clean and then paint them, and hopefully it will look as good as it looks in my head. But we will see. But I'm also going to tidy up a little area where I like to, I'm sorry if you can hear traffic, it's a really busy day today. I think everyone's just on the motorbike today with it being nice weather. But yeah, I want to tidy up this area as well, so I just thought I'd show you. I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is our screening, and obviously this is behind the screening, and I've got this little area here with some stones and things. It's got a few weeds, so I'm going to weed all the weeds, get rid of all them, tidy it up a little bit, and then I'm going to put my table and chairs here, because when I sit here it's sort of like sheltered, and sometimes if I just want to have a coffee in peace without talking to or being spoken to or asked a question, or mum this, mum that, or you know, Alex calling me, I can sit behind here. I have done it, and they don't always know where I am. So it's my little hidey bit, but I want it to be as nice as possible, because all I do lately is sit here, and the table that we had, it's so old and rusty, and it's just all the paint's come off it. I just sit there thinking, oh, this looks awful. So I'm going to weed up this. I'm going to tidy up some of these pots. I have popped some flowers in some of them already, which look really pretty. They're really starting to flower now, but I'm just going to tidy up some of the ones that are no longer in use, and just like jazz up this little area a bit, because it's sort of a wasted area that doesn't really get used, because we use the decking a lot, but it's such a lovely sun trap. You can sort of see around, I mean, you can't really, the sun isn't out, but in this area you get quite a lot of late sun, and it's just such a lovely space to be in. So anyway, let's get started. This is the table that I ordered. It's a really good size, and it's also collapsible, so I could collapse it and put it away in winter time. I love it. I love the colour. It's a really good size, so me and Alex, if we wanted to, could sit at this table quite comfortably and eat our food or whatever. But these, like I say, these are the old chairs that I've had. These were from IKEA originally, and I've had these for years, and they were pink. They were a lovely blush pink when I first got them, but as you can see they're just so warm, but there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly solid chairs and they're comfortable, but the fact they've just got really, really old looking. So I thought, instead of buying new, I'm just going to paint them up, and I'm also going to paint the legs. I'm just going to colour drench them in the same colour, very similar colour to that, and yeah, let's see how we go. So I've just been in, I'm whispering so Alex doesn't hear me. I've been in his garage and I've got some super degreaser. I think he uses this on his car and stuff, but I'm going to use it on these because I think it would work really well. So shh, don't tell him. I've done the first coat. I'm just having a sit down. I'm just going to wait for it to dry a little bit. It seems to be drying really quickly, which is good. And then I'm going to do a second coat. And I've done all the weeding. I've weeded. I've just got to sweep it up. Just having a little bit of a rest, and it's so quiet and peaceful. Obviously we've got the traffic, but when it sort of gets quiet and less traffic, it's such a peaceful like courtyard garden. No one's out here. Alex is inside with Oscar. He's having a sit down, a rest. I think they're on Xbox or something like that, or watching a film, and it's nice to be out here in my garden by myself. It's like my little sanctuary. But I think I'm going to make myself an iced coffee. Just fancy an iced coffee. I'm just going to sit for a minute, enjoy that, instead of sort of looking around and then I start doing bits and bobs. I don't know if anyone else is like that. I go and sit down in the garden and the next thing I know I'm weeding, or I'm moving some sort of furniture, or I'm starting to water plants. It's terrible. I'm a liability, so I need to just sit just for a minute and just enjoy the present moment instead of thinking about all the things I need to do. So yeah, I'm going to get myself a nice coffee and sit and enjoy that, and then I'll do the second coat and see how it looks. But so far I'm really pleased. Also tempted to paint my little, I've got a little tiny wooden bench, like a little bench seat around the front where my raised beds are, which used to be part of Oscar's little wooden sandpit that Alex made years ago, and we've no longer got the sandpit. My mum's got the sandpit actually, and she pops plants in it because it's like a raised sandpit made from wood. But we kept the little stool, and I've popped that around the front, and because Alex made it so well, it's really lasted. We've had it probably for like 8 or 7 years, and it felt awful like to just get rid of it or give it to someone, so we've kept it as like a little memory, but of when Oscar was little. But I popped it around the front, so I might paint that because it's just painted like a wood colour, and it's all like worn off. So yeah, this is it now. Any paint that's left over, nothing's safe now. Nothing is safe. I'm going to be painting everything. Cheers. This is all finished. I'm so pleased with it. I'm looking forward to having some sunny mornings and having a little coffee, nice morning coffee down here. But I'm so pleased with how they've taken to the paint. So I'll just see how it weathers. But I have used Frenchic paint before, Fresco, and it's so good. I mean, my door that I painted, which is PVC, is still going strong. It's still really, really good. And I did that about 6 years ago when we moved here. So yeah, and I've potted up my plant I got from Aldi. I've got some little flowers here, a cacti like ornament which I've had for years. It's from IKEA. It's one of 3. I think I've still got another one left, but I'm not sure where the other one got to. A little lantern. Yeah, it's just a lovely little coffee area, which would probably be a space that wouldn't really get used, but it's just ideal because it's got all the stones and it's got flowers here, but the sort of end there, it's just ideal for a little coffee area. But I'm looking forward to sitting down here a lot if we get some sun. You just feel really like cozy and tucked away. Here's Ace. He always comes to inspect. Yes, I need to tidy up all these bits and then pop all my weeds into the composter. But yeah, lovely. Pleased with that. Hello everybody. I hope everyone is good. It's Thursday. I have come to my local town not far from me. I'm just sat in my car park. I'm aware that there's a lot of people suddenly pulling up in cars and parking up, and I'm just sat in my car talking to my phone. But yeah, I wanted to come on and say hello. I hope everyone is having a good week. I've ventured into town because I'm meeting my friend today, Nat. I met Nat when, I'm trying to think how long ago. It's probably about 11 years now. Yeah, 11 years. With another job where I used to work, I was like a visual stylist, and so we dress the windows and paint the windows and things like that. And yeah, we worked together, and as soon as I sort of did my induction, we just, like, you know, we just connect with some people. I mean, I got on with all the girls. We call ourselves the visual girls in our WhatsApp chat, but me and Nat, we meet up a lot more than we do with the other two. Yeah, since she's had her children, and I was actually pregnant with Oscar when I sort of worked, and then I went back after having him. But Nat is just my spirit animal. I love Nat. You just don't have to be anyone but yourself when you're around her. And yeah, so I'm very excited about seeing her. I've not seen her for about, I'd say 2 months. That sounds crazy, but it probably is. Yeah, it's probably about, well, at least 6 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to seeing her. I've got her birthday presents. It was her birthday back in May, the end of May, and I've just not seen her. So I've got all her birthday presents, and I've made her, I brought her some things, and then I've also made her out of pottery a little family of ghosts, because Nat loves Halloween and we love like autumn, winter. We love dressing our houses up and things like that, and so she does like little things like that, like quirky things, very similar. So I've made her some pottery ghosts of her family. So she's got 3 children, so I've made 3 little baby ones, well, like in different sizes, and then one of her husband and one of her. So if I can put a picture up of my pottery, I just hope she likes them. And I've put them into, I brought a box to put them in. So I've put them all into the box, and I got this bow. I love that colour combo, orange and pink. And then I've like wrapped them all up in tissue and then put a little note in there. So I really, really hope she likes them. I'm sure she will, but you know, when you start to sort of doubt yourself, I thought, oh no, do they look really childlike? And she's just going to be like, why is Sarah giving me these? But yeah, I really hope she likes them. But we're going to go and try out a new cafe we've never been before. I can't even remember what it's called. Nat saw it on Instagram and she sent me like a reel over about it, and it just looks like right up our street. So I'm going to go meet her at our usual place. It's about an hour later than what I'd normally be, so just because the cafe doesn't open till 11. We've not even checked the menu or the price list, so we both sort of said the other night, oh my god, we hope it's not like ridiculously expensive, otherwise we'll just have to walk back out again. But yeah, but it just looks nice, so I'm hoping it's as good as what we think it's going to be. And yeah, then we're going to have a little mooch around, but it is absolutely, and I mean it's absolutely chucking it down. I've got a t-shirt, I've got this like woolen vest top over the top, I've got jeans, I've got my Doc Marten boots on, and I've even got Alex's, you know, that baseball jacket, and I've brought like my woolly balaclava just for my hair, because I've got an umbrella but it's really big and I don't want to have to walk around the shops with an umbrella. You know, every time you go in and out of shop you have to take it in and like shaking it out and all that. So I've brought this, so I'm gonna have to put this on. It's ridiculous, it's June, it's summer in like probably a week and a half. But yeah, I think the sun is coming, but I don't know where it is. It must be coming from a very far off place, but anyway, I'm gonna go because someone's parking up beside me, and yeah, anyway, come along. Hello, I don't know if I already said hello today. It's Friday. It's just the sun has just come out, which is just unheard of these days. So it's lovely out there. So I'm just going to pop on quick and then I'm going to go outside. And if this rain, it's looking really dark over there, manages to not come over this way, I'm going to cut my bay tree down. Anyway, me and Alex went to a indoor car boot today, and it was for the cat's protection. Never been to it before, but we dropped Oscar off at school and thought we'd pop along. There wasn't many stalls, I think because this is the first one, but they had some lovely like crochet and knitting stalls, and they had some a couple of people who had baked some cakes, which was lovely, and then a few like bric-a-brac and things like that. But I just thought I'd come in and show you what I got. I brought these little crochet pumpkins. They're so lovely. I got a orange and a green one, quite good size, and then a slightly smaller one in green. But I thought, how lovely are they? And I thought they'd be really nice for like autumn, winter, to just pop round my house, because I do love a little pumpkin. But I think what makes it even nicer is that someone's made them, and she was so thankful that I brought them. And I think because I brought like quite a few things, she was just really happy. You could just tell it just sort of made her day, which I just think is just lovely. And the work that goes into it, it's just, I mean, I've tried crocheting in the past and I just cannot get my head around it. I don't know if any of you guys crochet or knit or anything. I can knit, but it's very basic, and I would love to be able to knit a jumper. And she was telling me that she's on about doing like a knitting club, which I really want to go along to, because I think sometimes it's okay watching YouTube videos, but sometimes you just need a person to explain something, do you know what I mean? But yeah, and then I got this tiny little pouch made from like, it's a little granny square, and I just love it. And I thought I'd save that, pop that away for maybe Christmas or something, and I thought I could wrap a little present up for someone, maybe my mum, and yeah, use it as like on the tree, like a tree decoration, or I don't know, just use it as like a little gift bag instead of buying paper gift bags. But yeah, I got them. And then we got quite a few Star Wars related things for Oscar, which I won't really show you. Yeah, just like a board game and some top trumps cards, and then we got him like some figures, which was so reasonable. The guy, even, he was so lovely. He let us have the board game and this like light up Star Wars thing for free. He was like, oh, have it. And I was like, no, honestly, you know, we'll pay for it. But he says, no, you know, it'd be lovely for your son to have. So it was so kind. And he was also selling vinyl. And I got this Blondie vinyl as well, which I was so pleased about it. It's so cool. He had loads and loads to choose from, but I had to sort of stop myself from buying everything. Yeah, that's Ace again. Ace, every time I film. But yeah, so it's Friday, it's Chippy Tea Day. If you know you've been here before, we love a chippy tea on a Friday. And yeah, I was going to say we might light a fire later, which sounds absolutely crazy for June, but it is that sort of weather still, I'm afraid. It's not getting any better. And if you live in the UK, you'll know what I'm on about. Yeah, I know, Ace, it's just not nice weather, is it? But I also wanted to thank you for all your kind messages about Alex. So kind, and he's read through all of them and he says thank you very much. I'm just so glad he's okay. And I think one of you was saying, I can't remember the name of who put it. I'll try and put it across the bottom here, or somewhere if I can figure out how to do it. You were sort of saying that now obviously Alex is off, looking on the bright side, like the positive, that we can eat tea together every night. And it just really made me think. I thought that is so true, because we very rarely, because he works shifts, and either if he's on days or on nights, he's either back too late or he's not here. So it's not very often we get to all sit down and eat together, and it's so true. And since the accident, we have sat and ate together, even if it's just me and Alex, if we eat a little bit later than Oscar, or it's all of us. And even Jake came and sat with us, and it's been really, really nice, because it's something that I suppose a lot of people take for granted when they have every day to eat together. But yeah, it was just so true, and it really made me think, sort of taking a positive from a negative. But I am feeling better this week. I don't feel as tired. I just felt so tired. I think because I was sort of, not like I was doing everything, but it's just a lot when it's been a shock. And obviously Alex is at home, you know, he's off work now, but there's not really much he can do. So I am sort of, you know, doing every single school run and school pick up, and I'm sort of doing things around the house a lot more. I've sort of took on a little bit of the jobs that he'd normally do, which is fine. But yeah, I was feeling tired last week, but I feel much better this week. And we've been having a lot more early nights. We were literally in bed, I think one night at 9:15. Jake was talking to me the next day, and he was like, oh, I came back, because he'd gone and picked up this push bike, and he wanted to just tell us what it was like and get, you know, show us. But we were already in bed, and he said he came in and all the lights were off, and he was like, what? And he walked into the living room and he thought, where are they? And he said to me, my gosh, he's like, have you and Alex aged like 20 years? Like, you're going to bed at 9:15, which made me laugh. But I love going to bed early. I was like, how rude. But yeah, it did make me think, oh my God. And he was just like laughing. He's like, I can't believe you went to bed that early. But yeah, we've needed it. We've been absolutely so shattered. And Alex says, I think when you're in pain, it does make you tired. But anyway, also, I'm going to show you my outfit of today, because I'm going to get dressed into my scruffy clothes in a minute, because I'm going to go outside and try and cut the bay tree down a little bit. So I wanted to show you my outfit of the day. So I'm just going to set up my camera, and I'm going to let Ace out, otherwise he will continue to meow through this. Right, we'll just let Ace out. There you go. Be free. I'm in my kitchen again. Also, I hope the sound is a bit better this week. I've invested, I don't know if I've already said this in another video, but I've invested in a little tiny microphone, and I've clipped it to me, and I'm hoping that helps, because my phone, when I say it's really old, it's not. I've probably had it 6 years, but obviously they update phones every year, so my phone is quite old, and I think the speaker's on its way out. But I can't really afford to buy a new phone, so I've just invested in a little microphone, and I hope, fingers crossed, it helps the sound quality. But anyway, this is what I'm wearing today. I've got a corn t-shirt, which I picked up. This is actually from Primark, because I nipped to Primark with my friend the other day, and it's even got something on the back, which I always like something on the back, and that was from Primark. And because it's download at the moment, like a festival, music festival, I thought I'd dress a little bit like, I don't know, like I'm going to a festival, even though I'm not. Let me just put the camera down, and I've got my trusty, these trousers which I've worn before, with a pair of socks and my Adidas. I love these Adidas ones. These are from Vinted, and they're like corduroy material, and they were so cheap. I mean, these were like brand new. You could see they'd never been worn. And I love them, so I'm going to sell some more of my trainers that I no longer wear, and maybe get myself another pair of Adidas trainers. I normally wear Vans, but I've really got into Adidas. And then I've got this oversized jacket, which I brought from a vintage shop in Filey up in Yorkshire. I think it was last year or the year before, I'm not sure, but I love it. I've not worn it a lot because it had like, I think it's a men's as well, a man's jacket, but obviously oversized is sort of all in, and I've just rolled up the sleeves a bit. But it had shoulder pads in, and the shoulder pads were like really severe, like shoulder pad. It looked like really awful, and it put me off wearing it because I just felt like it was a bit too much. So I've managed to unpick and take the shoulder pad out, and then I've re-sewn it. And since I've done that, I prefer it and I like to wear it. So I've got that on today with just my t-shirt. So like I say, it's not that cold today. And then I've just got an old necklace, which I've had for years. I don't know if I got it from TK Maxx, maybe. And then just a few rings, my rings I like to wear, my skull, my snake, just this one. I think because I felt quite colourful today, I didn't want loads of rings on. But yeah, that's my outfit of the day. And I got my nails done the other day as well, just re-gelled, like gel nails. They're my nails, but I just got them shaped and redone, but I never know where to look. I have to look here. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go undressed now, and I'm gonna go and cut this bay tree down, because it is, when I say it's out of control, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I need to cut that down. So see you in a bit. So there it is, it's all cut. I have took so much off it. If my mum's watching this, she'll be like, oh my God, Sarah, you took a lot off. But it was literally probably like up to here, and it was really bushy, which is lovely. I mean, I like things to be like greenery, and I like things like that in my garden, but it was just sort of taking over this area a lot, and it just needed taking back. And it still got room for growth and things like that. But yeah, it's so much better. I've tried to like shape it a little bit, but this is all the aftermath. This is how much I've got to tidy all this up. I've got to go on the school pickup now. This is everything that I've cut off, and all around here as well, all of this. Yeah, but I'm really glad I've done it myself, because this is my little herb garden here. It's slightly overgrown. I need to trim some of this. But I was worried if I got them to do it, that they'd probably not be as careful, and they'd probably trample on my herbs and things. So I'm so glad I've done it myself, but it looks so much better. And we've got gorgeous blue skies here now. I hope you can hear me. I've got my little microphone on, so it's having a lot of it's doing its job today, hopefully, because it's a little bit windy outside. But yeah, oh, so pleased, thank goodness. Right, I'm ready for a sit down before the school run. It is Saturday, sort of afternoon time. I just wanted to show you, I hope you can hear me, it's quite busy with the traffic. my finished bay tree. I trimmed it all around the bottom bit near the trunks, just so you can actually see that it's trees, because it always used to look more like a bush because it was quite covering up quite a lot of this wall, because we've got like a walled garden sort of slash courtyard, so it's nice to see more of the wall actually. But I'm really pleased. I've sort of shaped it up a little bit, and then I tidied up all. This is where it is currently. The guy who comes and cuts our hedges, I'm hoping he might put this in his, he's got like a wood chipper, so I'm hoping if I ask him that he'll pop that in there for us to get rid of it. If not, I'm gonna have to take it all to the tip. But I'm really pleased. I've still got to sort out all my herbs and things, but it just looks so much better. And I sweeped all up around the bins, and then I planted up some little flowers and things in this container because it was just empty and full of weeds, so it just looks a bit nicer. And I was thinking actually, if I can clean out my outhouse, I may pop the bins in there or move them, because this is just such a nice little area later on. I was cleaning this area from probably 3:30 onwards, and I've never really noticed before, but it's got such a nice like sun trap. It's a bit of a sun trap this time of day, so I thought, how nice would it be to not have the bins here and have like a couple of little chairs and probably a little tiny coffee table or something, just to sit and have like, I don't know, a tea or something later on. And obviously it's close to the house, so I don't have to just sort of come out and then just sit here, and I can look at all the herbs. It's such a nice little area. It's a shame that it's just got the bins, although it has got the drain, but I thought I could get a bit of a rug just to cover it up just in summertime. But yeah, that's the finished look. I just wanted to film and yeah, let you have a look. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So now I've just got to sort out all these herbs and things, but slow and steady, that's what I'm trying to do, not trying to get everything done. Here's Frankie, he come to help. No, he says, Mum, I just want some food. Is it tea time? Yeah?